Once we've entered in the general recommendations, we might wish to indicate specific strategies on the syndrome by syndrome basis. So here we have syndrome instructions for the client, and we can add these here and say, generally, choose sweet vata pacifying foods. Avoid stress, or however whatever strategies we think would be most important for this particular syndrome. You can also add links here to sweet foods from the Joyful Belly website, or any other links that you wish to add in this section. Note that you can also add links with the specific recommendations as well. We'll get to that later. So we can add syndrome instructions that will be sent to the client, and then we can also add information for the whole constitution. Follow a vata pitta pacifying diet. All right, and you can add again more and other links here. Get to bed by 10 p.m. as a lifestyle choice. Daily abhyanga in the morning. So we can add some of these here, but also note that you can also add them directly from oh, I don't see that is an option here. So if you don't, here we see massage oils, but I'm not seeing abhyanga as a choice here, and that's okay. I can just add it to the list. So if you don't see it popping up in the search, you can just add it anyway. And we could say abhyanga with a vata massage oil. All right, great. Finally, here we have a pathogenesis flowchart. So it might be the case that the dryness in the blood plasma, dry in blood plasma, and you don't really need to add evidence here because the evidence is already above. So normally you would add evidence in dry, thin skin, right? You would add your evidence here in parentheses. You can do that. That would be helpful, perhaps, but just note that the evidence is above already also. So dry in blood plasma could be creating irritation in the nervous system. And that would be IBS. And also dryness in GI, creating the bleeding. But we'll get to that. Dryness in the GI. Yeah, I guess we would have to put that here. Bleeding. And also deficient prana. Or we might say deficient in rakta, pale skin, right? As an anemia kind of sign, right? We could, I'm not saying this is the pathogenesis of this particular case because I'm kind of working on the fly here, but you get the idea that you can put your pathogenesis flowchart here.